So, hello everyone, and welcome to this week RigER webinar. Today we will talk about managing oil field safety in RigER. Quality, health, safety, and environment management system can help to improve the quality of processes and products, control environmental impact to promote sustainability and ensure the health and safety of workers. Managing oil field safety is an important daily task and must be properly documented. And today we will show you how our newly updated safety module in RigER works.
Hi, Dasha. Thank you so much for the intro. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you fine.
Yeah, perfect. All right. Today we're going to talk about safety. This is one of the very important topics for your operational management. A little bit of agenda. We have announced quickly the overview of oil field safety, how it's currently working typically on any oil and gas operation out there. We will dive into the RigER functionality related to it. Specifically, we'll look at the vehicle inspections, job safety analysis, near-miss incidents reporting, as well as safety checklists. All that information is gathered in the safety dashboard, which we will look at as well a little bit today. So with that, I'm gonna go into our intro and talk a little bit about oil field safety in general. What are the current processes and how is it typically managed in the oil and gas industry? So for those of you that don't know me, I spent a little bit of time in the field myself. I've been doing wireline for a number of years, both offshore and onshore. And so safety, again, is a crucial component of that process, of that operation. And I'll be glad to talk a little bit about how it's done currently and how RigER can help you to do that. So overall, oil field safety and QHSE management is a long-term business goal to make sure that we not only consistency improving our products and services, delivering quality, but also protecting our people and environment in which we work and live. So that is one of the statements that I think most of the companies can relate to. You need to do your business, but you need to do this business in a safe and responsible way. So managing oil field safety is an important daily task. It has to be documented properly. And there are different ways to look at managing it all together. So normally oil field safety measured addressed through policies, standards, and procedures, depending on where you're at with addressing this operational side of your daily activities. But typically those standards and procedures address driving, handling and stepping, fire and electrical, dangerous goods, and a lot of items related to pressure and mechanical lifting. So oil and gas operations generally involve a lot of heavy equipment, again, different dangerous goods, all kinds of moving parts, and all of that needs to be safely operated and managed on a daily basis. And so that is normally done through procedures. It is very important to have a procedures for all your operational activities, including maintenance, different operating equipment and all that. Training and certifications, that does not only include your operational equipment or specific tasks that you have to do, but also your safety training, first aid, H2S, handling dangerous goods, all of that. It is also done through checklists for your equipment, for your vehicles, machinery, again, making sure that it is consistently prepared and documented before it's being used and operated. It is also done through hazard analysis and risk control. There is a thing called hazard and operability study, which essentially allows you to risk assess your activities through identifying specific hazards, assigning the risk to those hazards, and then looking at the control measures. And based on those control measures or preventative measures, you reduce the overall risk, and you're able to perform those activities in a safe way. So that process normally is documented through your job safety analysis during your safety meetings, where you discuss that with the people involved, either at the job site or anywhere where the activity takes place. Then we also have an important and crucial component, which is reporting. A lot of companies do reporting simply on the paper, or where you document all those activities, the steps, the risk associated of that with those activities, and then you basically report it and store it for the record keeping purposes within your organization. So the reporting normally include your inspections, work permits, GSAs, near misses, incidents, investigation, and so on. So just to clarify, near misses is the event that almost happened. It didn't happen, but it could have happened. And identifying those situations helps you to put proper measures in place to make sure that the next time when the similar situation or circumstances happen, this near miss doesn't become an actual incident. Now, the most important component is that all these procedures and reporting is great, but people have to be safety oriented. And that goes through the personal accountability and building this safety-oriented culture within an organization. A little bit of general oversight on how the safety is managed in the oil field today. Now let's dive into RigER and how RigER can actually help you to manage all these moving parts and safety-related processes. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on explaining what RigER is. We have a lot of information, and there will be more webinars specifically talking about different functionality that we have within RigER. But for those of you that are not aware or not familiar, RigER is the oilfield management software, that oilfield operational management software, I should say, that allows you to capture all the data related to your operation in one central place, starting from the sales quote all the way to the invoice. And now today, specifically, I'm going to concentrate talking about the field personnel, the field people that are using safety documents before the beginning of each activity, each operation on a daily basis. And so mainly that is the vehicle inspections that we're talking onshore, and job safety analysis. So let's dive into this in more details. Okay, so we have different mobile apps that basically allow you to access your daily work documents from the convenience of your mobile device. Normally it's a smartphone, but some people use tablets as well. It allows you to, again, update your field tickets, do your inspections, checklists, repairs, maintenance, pretty much anything that the field personnel would do or would be required to do is available on your mobile phones. We have different modes, online and offline. So if you don't have internet access, that's not a problem. It can be stored on your mobile device and uploaded into the cloud database later on. We have obviously different platforms available, Windows, iOS, and Android, depending on what kind of device you are using. But in general, we'll be looking at the mobile device. However, be aware that both options are available. You can also use it on your desktop as well. So when it comes to vehicle inspections, it's a fairly standard process. A lot of companies would use, again, some PRID forms, the paper format of those. The beauty of the vehicle inspection in RigER is that it is very user-friendly. It is quick. For those of you that ever done the pre-trip or post-trip inspection on your vehicle every time before you move the vehicle of the shop or the backyard, it takes time to actually walk around, make sure that everything is properly documented. And again, the beauty of doing that in your mobile app is that it is very quick, very simple. You can document it, upload, and notify all the appropriate people right in there. It's easy as that. So the moment you save this vehicle inspection, if you set up your mechanics or management, they will automatically receive an email notification saying that on such and such day for this vehicle with this driver, here's the list of the following deficiencies that have been found. Now, we also have ability for it to be done on a different devices. So let's say if we have different drivers, that could be also done through different phones. I guess the convenience of it is that at the end of the day, you have a very good record for the individual trip with the trip mileage that will flow smoothly into different tickets that you need to report on. And it also provides a very solid track record of the vehicle condition before and after it's being used. Now, I'm going to move into the job safety analysis. And again, what you see here is the combination of hazard principles where, again, we took ability to create a library for your activities, risk assess them as far as the hazard analysis and risk control assessment goes, assign the specific initial risk and then preventative or control measures, and based on the control measures, assign the residual risk. So the beauty of this is that when you create the library of those activities, you can actually combine those into GSA templates or job safety analysis templates specific to each type of operation or specific to individual client operations. And so for the field personnel, that means when you arrive at a location and you're about to do a safety meeting, all you really need to do is to upload the very specific template for this operation, review it with your personnel and the field personnel at location at the work site, and have them sign it on your phone right in there and create this record of it. Now, this record can be emailed, uploaded to the cloud, obviously later on, but it can also be shared at the location with whoever wants this record to have, typically the well site supervisor or the job site supervisor, let's call it this way. We have a very convenient interface for those of you that like to use Google Maps. We have ability to actually, open the Google Maps and kind of have the driving directions. We also have ability to do a geotag for that location and send it off again to any safety management or any personnel that involved in your safety operations. So the overall idea was to design a functionality and update GSAs so that it can be very seamlessly and user-friendly used on the field level to save time for documenting, because besides your safety documents, you have all kinds of different moving parts, and the main goal is to make sure that you concentrate on actually reviewing the existing hazards for the work that you're going to do, the control measures, make sure that everything is in place before you can safely deliver that operation and go home later at night. Now, as far as the near misses and incidents reporting, it is a very strong tool for those that really want to improve their safety records. I know that you probably all seen the movies where they change when something harmful happens or some incident happens. on the manufacturing facility or at the job site. They changed the signage saying, 0 days without incident. So it all goes to, the idea about having a safe workplace environment. And that's definitely something that a lot of companies would want to put their resources and efforts into, because again, it's not only the financial side of things that's being affected when something does happen, but at the end of the day, you cannot put a price on a human's life. And so this is a very important thing that, again, people have the safety oriented culture in the workplace environment, and reporting near misses and incidents is definitely a very strong, or outlaw is a very strong foundation for that. So in RigER, we have a document actually called near miss and incidents, where you can not only report, but also analyze and classify properly the incident that happened. And again, it goes not only for people, but different equipment as well. And then once it's been recorded and uploaded into the database, it's been actually now collected, and you can always pull some statistics and analyze it down the road in more details to update your safety standards and procedures so that similar circumstances wouldn't happen again. Now, when it comes to safety checklists, these are the very customizable documents. We have, on this slide, we have the example of the hot work permit, which is designed to actually, again, collect all the information before the hot work is starting. So again, very customizable. You can attach any images, videos, PDFs, you name it, any files related to that document or checklist. Then you can open it later on in the desktop, or again, review it on your mobile. And the main thing that once you do that, again, it's just a standard part of your day where you ensure consistency and accuracy of your operational record keeping. The whole idea of going digital is not only removing the paper component of it, but also making sure that it is user friendly, it is quick, and is prearranged so that no details being missed, and you actually go and follow the safety protocols. Now, all this information, that's been captured in RigER is obviously being stored, and then there is a huge component and ability for your QHSE personnel to analyze it, to update again your safety protocols. But for the operational management out there, we have a number of safety dashboards that allow you to have an eye on what's happening overall. There are different KPIs related to safety. Normally it's your GSAs, making sure that all the GSA has been done for all your jobs out there, your vehicle inspections, and then overall performance, the ratio between your jobs or the job safety analysis that were conducted and the near misses and incidents that happened for individual clients. So you can, again, it's readily available. You can just open the dashboard and you can see your, for the choice of better words, the safety pulse of your organization in just one click away. So as far as the functionality for the safety update that Dasha has announced earlier, we have a number of great things that we've added with this update. But the most important ones that I wanted to highlight here is that the vehicle inspection completed inside on your mobile device are now very user friendly, and it gives you ability to again automatically notify about any vehicle deficiencies all your appropriate personnel, including management and your mechanics. Now, risk assessment of your operational activities and control measures become way more structured, and you can again have your library and templates for job specific operational activities. We have safety document, the GSAs now able to sign with multiple participants, same as you do with the paper version of it, but on your mobile device during the safety meeting at the job site, which is very convenient. Again, it kind of goes fully into digital world. And monitor safety and KPIs by employee, climb, or specific vehicle is one of the things that we found has been very useful for those of you that are involved in our daily operations management. Okay, so I think I am just over 25 minutes. So I'm going to pass microphone back to Dasha and open the floor for any questions on there.
Thank you. So I'll check if we have any questions. And yes, we do. So the first question is, you have mentioned risk assessment of operational activities and the ability to create templates. Do you have some kind of library or typical activities, or this is something we would have to create ourselves?
It's a good question. Definitely. So we don't have a library of typical activities because each operation is unique and requires proper risk assessment individually by the specific people involved. But RigER provides tools to properly set up such risk assessment, document the control measures, as I mentioned before, and make it readily available for the field personnel so that it can be quickly uploaded and used when we talk about safety meeting and assessing safety procedures for the individual job. So short answer, that is something that the content will have to be created by the user.
Good, thank you. Another question, for the vehicle inspections, in case when deficiencies were found, is it possible to set up notifications for external contacts like third-party mechanic shops?
The short answer is yes, it is possible. In fact, you can set up as many email addresses for your notification as needed. So it can be your third-party shops, the mechanics if they're handling your maintenance on the vehicles. It could be internally. Like I said, pretty much it's an unlimited amount of emails and people that can be notified.
Okay, good. And I don't see any more questions. But if you have any questions after the webinar, you can contact us. You see the contact details on the screen right now. So for the website, email, or phones, just drop us a message and we will be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Yeah, Dasha, one more thing. I just wanted to mention that the next webinar will be about field tickets. Going back to my comment on, the different presentation about RigER functionality. So next webinar will be, I think, on Thursday next week, same time. So please tune in, and we'll be able to talk to you guys about field tickets, how it works, and what is involved in doing field tickets in RigER.
Yes, that's correct. Okay, then thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll see you next week.
Fantastic. Thank you, Dasha.